blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Hey, it's your girl Melikia K, Courtney, and welcome to SXP MetaMorphosis 365. The SXP stands for Sanctuary Experience. We are broadcasting from the elsewheres today, so I'm gonna be in and out. Get you this work and these methods, and then I gotta skate out back to what I was doing. But gave my word to I was gonna be here, and I'm gonna be here by any means necessary, unless I actually cannot. So, as we normally do, with gratitude, and I do need to figure these couple things out. So, y'all, this is a test run for the iPhone StreamYard app. If you guys are using StreamYard, I normally use it from my computer, and I am grateful that I had the option of figuring out how to do it on the cell phone, which is wild business. I don't know, but I'm grateful that it does exist because my PC number two, for whatever reason, took a kiss, and the nice techie people are trying to revive it. So we're hoping for resurrection. So pray with me for resurrection of that PC here. But we're thankful for Sunshine Convo, who was chatting up behind my back about I Said the Cat and saying all the wonderful things about me. Hey, Pony, what's going on? You hear me well? That's what's up. Okay. I'm loving all the new things. So it is a way to do it from here. Ha 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 ha. All right. So ain't nothing wrong with learning, y'all. Sometimes you have to adapt and keep it moving. So that's what we're going to do. Also, thank you to Blast Music 247. And I'm going to do my best to find these things and make it real easy for you to follow. Where is it? I know it's here because I went earlier and I did a test run and looked for everything to make sure I had all the nice buttons to make it simple. But blastmusic247.com for y'all. Go ahead on over there and bam, I know I had it. That's QR code for you to try. Go register. Why do I want to do that, Melikia? Well, two reasons. One, as a fan, you can go over there and enjoy a lot of the wonderful music that people share when they register as a Blast artist. That's reason number two. If you are an artist and you like your work shared on a dope network with great reach and indie magazines, the whole night of that, you guys can hear some folks as we chop it up because I'm literally outside. So, going over there, handle that business. And I gotta figure out how to go away. Gang, already got it. Okay. So I was sitting here just waiting a couple of minutes until we began and singing myself a little happy song. And it goes like this. Sometimes you gotta sing your own joy. Sometimes you gotta sing your own joy. And sometimes that is literally what I do to lively up myself and to just kind of balance things out. There's something about music that is life and light and love for me and food for my soul. So what had happened was, all right, to the topic, truth, gratitude, and this here young test. So thank you guys for being with me for this here young test because we're going to be learning together today. Now, of course, I want to put the notes together because it was such a busy week. How was y'all week? Like for real. And you could let me know in the chat. If you catch it on the replay, definitely let me know in the replay. And then you also have the option of lifeissanctuaryxp@gmail.com if you'd like to kind of communicate through that and say, hey, listen, this is how I'm doing. This is how what you share is impacting my life. This is how it's impacting my growth. I would love to hear about it. So do email me there forward. So truth, let's start there. Truth is, in my Fantasia voice, it has been a week since we've been together, y'all. And it's been a week. It's like one, the days are getting past because there's so much to get done. Sanctuary experience is like literally a couple days out. In my head, I think it was a week away. But I realized about 10 minutes ago, we're about literally 3 days out. So the movements are on. Things are almost all in place, but a little bit more. And I'm grateful for all of the sponsors, for all of the sisterhood, and people who really care about SXP. It is wonderful what we get to do with the women for 3 whole days to get together and to be able to love and pour into these women. And I already told y'all, when you ask me what do, it's simple. I love people back to life. That is kind of what I do. Now, what SXP 3 Day also offers is it offers me a time to wash me as well. Like we minister to one another too with the team. It's got a dope team is involved. So it's as good to be with my sisters. And I love it. I love it. And I know they love it too because they tell me. Anyway, so when I am in mode for that, it's a lot. And I started later. I had gap planning. So planned a couple months here, had to pause to do recording, went around, travel, tour, stages, blah, blah, blah. So now, and getting back to it, it was later than normal. And that put a press on everything. Amen. I'm not afraid of a press. Okay, I'm not afraid to I don't know. I'm not afraid. Like, okay, God, I trust you. Because that's what I know. I know that, and this is again in the truth, I know that time and time again, I have found that I can do this much and I can't do the other. And I'm like, God, you got it. God got it. Now, sometimes the show was not looking like I could have done it, but it is done. And it is done well. And it's done fully. So I throw that basketball over there, alley-oop, go ahead, hit that press, and we're going to watch how wonderful it goes. Boom. 2, I had some emotional head, ear, and gut punches. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a fight. I'm from Chicago South Side. Been in a few of them things, right? Not since I've been an adult, mind you. I'll be adulting. Well, that's not exactly true, but sort of. Okay. Anyway, if you have ever gotten a little weight to your head, a little weight to your chin, a little weight to your chest, a little weight to your side, and gut punches, you already know those are some things that can really like drop you or level you out, and you just sit down and think about your behavior while you're on the ground picking up your teeth. It's been that kind of week, and I feel like I was in the ring with clarity. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if you've ever been in the ring with clarity, and clarity is just two-piecing. I mean, haymaking, Rocket Ali slots, and Mike Tyson jabs. Okay, that's how my week has been, and it's been on the clarity end. So that's the mentals, the mind, and then in the emotions. And in the emotions, I feel like I just got in the ring with a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now he can't necessarily do much with the little bitty arms. He turned me up with every last other piece, right, and the teeth. And that's how this week has been. Now that having been said, I had options to simply have a press play done for tonight and not be here in this moment, working through those energies and with the press of the event that's coming on and with the weight of the women and the weight of the world, blah, 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 blah. I had options. And I can't say I didn't consider them because I really did. I did go test the recording to see if I could pre-record and then have this played later. And I did chat with Blast, because you guys know I go live through Melikia K Courtney on YouTube, but I also go live through Blast Music 247. So I hit a Veep up and was like, listen, this, that, and the third, what's the option? And he's like, you can always run a replay. I'm like, cool, I could. But I do have, I have to thank my partner. It's something we talked about a while back, just the consistency of a thing. And I'm just literally just who I am. Like, if you're showing up, I'm showing up. I'm going to do my best to be in this, not necessarily this chair, but where I said I was going to be. It's right here with you. Making sure you learn what you need so that you are growing, because this is SXP MetaMorphosis 365. This is a growth podcast. And in light of that, I'm not going to hide the all. I don't believe in that, because the tools have to work, right? And they got to work for me, and they have worked for me. So why would I not put my tools to use and be where I said I was going to be and do what I said I was going to do? So In this conversation, y'all know how I teach. I teach lecture style, but it's the gold of this gems. And if you're paying attention, you're catching it. You're catching it. You be where you're supposed to be. If you made a commitment, you keep your commitments too. Yes, like be rocking and punching you, and it will beat you down like it's a T-Rex, Mike Tyson, or Muhammad Ali. You might be catching them beans in response. Same time, mind your word and mind your manners. So, when I get the notice about the computer doing the crashy out thing, that's computer number two. You guys remember probably like a year ago, I had, not even it's been a year. It's probably a year. My other computer. So I'm like, okay, God. And it seems to be a storm. I would say that way. Not one thing to tend to, about 12. Okay. And I'm sharing that because I know I'm not alone. I know you listening, and I know that this is literally like the human condition. Like I have my things, you have your things. I believe that we all have things that are going to come and to challenge us, that are going to come and shake our tree and see if it can get us to quit, to see if it can get us to lay down. Like, are you going to step and fight for yourself in your word, in your presence, in your being, in your body, in your brand? Are you going to do those things? Because if you don't, who's gonna? Who's gonna do for you? Okay, now I'm fortunate. I got a phone call from my partner, like, hey, listen, I could definitely take over for you, and I really appreciate that. And it is wonderful because it's not the case just with the podcast. I'm going to mastermind during the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? And it is wonderful that sometimes I can't be there. I have other things to do. I got meetings and other stuff. I have mandates. So we have moved in a manner. I'm not selfish with my information. I'm taught how to hold it, how to carry it, how to keep it moving, even if I'm not present. And they do it mystically, magically, and amazingly. They take care of one another because that's community. That's community. And at no point should a community not function because one person is not present. So I love that I have that. And this is again how we started the show. What we do, we started in gratitude, but I'm already working in the truth. First part of the title, and just sharing these things. Uh, there has been some tears. There has been some body stress and pain. And the funny part, I'll tell you a story. Monday, when in mastermind and off the chain yesterday, and it feels like it's been so much that it just hit me. Today is only Tuesday. Okay, great. So far, yesterday, in all of what was going on, all of the stress and all of the clarity of it, I was feeling the way I was feeling, but my feet in the jacuzzi. And that's on top of the cootie, so I forgot about that. Babies gave me a cootie, but my feet were in the jacuzzi while I was feeling all of what I was feeling. And then once done, I hopped out and went hit the pool and just, take a couple of, get in the water, let it go, let it go, let it go. So I shared that to say, even in the midst of knee buckling, heart crushing, mind rending life, I was still able to put my toes in some jacuzzi waters and hop off in the pool. Okay, what does that mean? Well, I'm sharing it because you still get to be grateful. You still get to be grateful. We did an exercise in Mastermind. I'm going to share a little bit more about that with you guys a little bit later, but the exercise was about gratitude. I shared a method. It is very simple. Ooh, come get your mosquitoes, because here they go. Come get your mosquitoes. Okay, so shared a method to engage gratitude that is going to help you bypass. We talked about bypasses, I believe, like 2 episodes ago. Go back and look at that if you haven't seen it. Building your own bypasses so that you were able to continue doing life even when you got tripped or fell down or sat down. All right? So we'll talk more about that later. Let's get into what I have for you because it's 8:15 and I want to be mindful of the time, one, and then two, I want to be uninterrupted as much as possible. All right. We're going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For you people who take notes, you wise folks, because note takers are difference makers and life changers and tree shakers. Let's go. No time. I did a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for y'all today. And I'm literally going to run through it and I'll explain through it as I'm going. Get the picture. I'm not going to stop. What I'll ask you to do is, if it's something you don't understand, then you reach out to me and you get the understanding. Do not make the mistake. Oh, she was going too fast. Press replay. Or I didn't get that. I don't understand it. Send me a message and understand it. All right, let's go. We're doing truth to fire. Truth to fire is how you can title it out. So 5 steps to seeing and accepting the truth. Because we're in the truth stage, right? Now I gotta make it close to my eyes so I can see something. Point number 2. All right. When it's time for you to stop and start facing some truth, it is a few things that you can do. There's really more than this, but this is just a good starting point to get the picture. If you know you need more than that, you need a deep dive, you need to come sit and hold hands and do coaching, come on, I got room. Pause and observe. You want to pause because life is moving. You have obligations, you have commitments, you got somewhere to be, right? But when truth begins to open up for you, you do well to pause and observe. Because it is that, it's a knock. It's a knock on your door, a knock on your face, on your forehead, on your life, saying, hey, listen, hold up. There's something occurring that maybe you were existing in and walking through and wasn't paying attention to. we got to know there. Okay. So you want to stop running from the discomfort and you want to notice what is happening. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? Okay. So pause and observe. And he applying. I think he likes that message. Pause and observe. Okay, great. So stop running from discomfort. Notice what's going on. And do let me know if you can hear the applause. I hear the clapping over there. All right. While you're observing, it is wise to, if you're able to do your mind logs, you want to highlight what is solid. The fleeting emotions of I think, you want to put down I think, you want to move to what is known, what is true. Okay, look for that. So get your pause and observe. You stop running from that discomfort. Be yourself still and notice what it is too. You want to name it. You need to give it a name. You see it, it feels solid. Let's start talking about it. Speak it. Speak it now. Whether it's you speaking it out to the person you're talking to, you're speaking out to yourself. Figure it out on your own. You know what time it is. You want to speak the truth plainly. Simplify it as best you can. Do not let it be complex and larger than you. You want to simplify it without excuses. Don't do that. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for others. And you don't want to sugarcoat. Let's waste your time. All right. So this is 1 and 2. You pause and observe. 2, you name it. There is no health and no moving forward. There's no reality in pretending. There's no reality in using excuses as a bandage to cover. There's no reality in sugarcoating stuff. Don't waste your energy and time doing that. Say it for exactly what it is and let it be that. Name it, speak it, write it. 3, you want to trace it to the source. What is the source? Generally, the source is going to be found in you. Now, how it happens is a lot of times we find the source in others, but you've got to trace it back to where it lives in you because it cannot trigger you unless it lives in you. Well, I've done my work. Well, I've done therapy. Well, I've done this, that, and the third. Okay, honey, that's great. I'm glad. That's wonderful, and I am not poo-pooing on it. I have 2, and it's wonderful. However, if it is triggering you, then it is alive in you in some facet, form, shape. And are you feel like that's what it's time to if you want to, but accept the truth. I want to give it to you because we still in the truth, get the picture. Pause it, observe, name it, trace it to the source. You're going to ask, where did this begin? And how has it shaped me? Once you are able to learn, draw back into the place where it began, as far back as you can find it. Okay. Find that origin point, and then you want to look from that origin point forward to how has it shaped you. What have you bent, folded, cut off, yielded, given away, taken, and shaped your life with from that point forward? You'll find those areas, it might piss you off. Okay, it might make you cry. And 4 is face the emotion. Face the emotions that come. You allow yourself to feel without judgment, without the judgment of any of it. Just let it be. It doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to be wrong. Just let it be the is that it is. Sadness, anger, and then please and please and please let yourself feel the relief. The relief of the exercise, the relief of let it be what it is. Okay, that's your 5. Pause and observe. 1. And this is your 5 steps to seeking and accepting the truth. Because we don't want to just go looking for it. You need to accept it. Accept it. This is true. So that you have a place to build and move and walk forward. All right. 1. Pause and observe. 2. Name it. 3. You want to trace to the source. 4. You want to face the emotions. Don't let it be optional. Get it? All right. 4, acknowledgments when it's toxic enough to put your inner fire out. Here's the danger. How do I remember the fire? Beep, beep to you too, buddy. The danger of having your inner light put out is, if you're not a starter, if you're not one who sparks fires in others and relight your own pilot light, you are in danger of never burning again. You are in danger of, even if you get light back, somebody lights you, you're in danger of holding that light so tightly that you don't share it with the world. So I implore you to protect your light, when acknowledge when it's toxic enough to put your inner fire out. Do not fall for it. Don't let it run. Here's your clue. The environment is draining more than it is fueling you. If you are in an environment that drains you more than it is fueling you, you want to acknowledge that that environment is toxic enough to put your inner fire out. Is it worth it? 2, my worth is not tied to how much toxicity I can endure. You are not a meter that is to be pressed and poured, and like, you know those meters that they use when there's a telethon or something, and they're so excited to get it higher and higher, and there's a big red dot at the top that signals full, and they've reached that capacity. Well, you are not. You do not want to win that game of the highest level of retaining toxicity. You hear me? And I know that's a simple example, kind of weird maybe, I don't know, but that's the picture and the image that comes to mind when I'm sharing this, all right? Again, 1, this environment is draining me more than it fuels me. 2, my worth is not tied to how much toxicity I can endure. 3, I cannot heal in the same space that keeps harming me. I cannot heal in the same space that keeps harming me. I cannot heal in the same place that keeps harming me. These are reminders, baby. Acknowledgements when it's toxic enough to put your inner fire out. And now this next line is for the people who are fire starters and self-starters and light fires for other people. You ever thought about a lighter? The lighter has so much butane fuel, right? And if you're not filling that bad boy back up, it's gonna go empty. You'll be on fumes before you know it, and if the fumes is gone, baby, you need a little something to start a fire. You need some sort of fire, you know? So consider that. Number 4, walking away is sometimes the most courageous act of self-respect. These are the acknowledgements when it's toxic enough to put your inner fire out. This is a red flag. This is a warning. This is a pay attention now. I'm going to run back through it. Acknowledgements when it's toxic enough to put your inner fire out. Heads up. This environment is draining me more than it fuels me. 2, my worth is not tied to how much toxicity I can endure. 3, I cannot heal in the same space that keeps harming me. 4, walking away is sometimes the most courageous act of self-respect. Now that's your 5 and 4. We're taking it down to 3. You ready? Let's move on to some resolutions that lead to viable solutions. Y'all know about them solutions. I don't play about those results. I believe in measuring, and it can be a lot at times because some people don't measure. They don't want to know. Some people just live life, and they just let it come as it comes. That's okay. But if you are here with SXP MetaMorphosis 365 Growth Podcast, if you are part of the Sanctuary Experience family, if you're a part of the mastermind, and that whole fun, then you know we are about that growth. Even if we got to pause playtime to come handle our business, we're about that growth. Get the picture? Here I am. All right. 3 resolutions that lead to viable solutions. 1, resolve to set boundaries to protect your peace. Peace is not optional. There is something amazing about peace. It belongs to you. It was given to you. Peace was offered. Peace is accepted, right? For those who are peace lovers and peacemakers. Resolve to set boundaries that protect your peace. 2. Oh, and let me say it to you this way, because I put it in like mantra form, so you can get it this way and you can speak it for yourself. I resolve to set boundaries that protect my peace. I resolve to pursue environments where I am valued, not just used. 3, I resolve to take consistent action. Y'all hear that word on my mouth a lot. You're going to hear some more. Consistency. I resolve to take consistent action, even small steps forward, freedom, and fulfillment. That's your goals. Forward, freedom, fulfillment. All right? Even if it's small steps. Start now, start today. Don't let excuses be your path back into it. Just stay forward. 2. Hope you're taking notes. I'm at 25 minutes, okay? 2 spoken moments of self-forgiveness. Okay, so let's move on to thought, because I don't want to just give you the information without telling you what I'm thinking to you. When we find that we have given ourselves a wedgie. Ever had a good wedgie? I mean a good wedgie, one that leaves you with some rug burn up your crack, that kind of thing. Okay, technically spoken but true. When you have given yourself a wedgie, or when you have allowed someone else to give you that type of wedgie, super atomic, you can blame yourself. You can get to feeling away, feeling down, feeling like you're maybe invalued or unimportant or taken for granted, things like this, right? The song and dance that comes to linger and impishly dance in a circle around you to whisper or yell all the negative things that tear you down in the mind or in the heart or in the spirit or in the body, right? Those moments require forgiveness. Okay, so I wanted to offer 2 spoken moments of self-forgiveness. That's where the forgiveness has to take place, in the self. Yes, Lord, I do know we can look around, we can blame people, because yes, people are participating in our stories. But what we have to honestly, at the end of the day, remember is, baby, you participating. You right there in that story. Every story that you have, every moment that you have, every trauma that you have, everything that you have, you were there. You were part of it. And no, I am not saying that you are the blame for it. Do not mistake the words. But you were present. What does that mean? It means that you can take some power in there and you can move differently to make things better. Let's move into this thought. 2 spoken moments of self-forgiveness. I forgive myself for times I stayed silent when my soul wanted to speak. All right? I forgive myself for the times I stayed silent when my soul wanted to speak. I would encourage you to go back into those moments. And yes, you are getting rapid fire information. I wasn't kidding. When you go back through the replays, just press pause and do the exercises. This one you want to take to heart. This one is a life-giving and spirit-delivering type of message. Instruction, right? Write it down. Speak it for yourself. 2, I forgive myself for confusing survival with self-love, and I choose differently now. I want you to pay attention to those last few words. I choose differently now. Regardless of what you've chosen in the past, you get to choose differently now. Why, Melikia, do I get to do that? Because I freaking said so. Do you need me to write you a permission slip? I got you. I've written them for many of my clients before. I got no problem. I'm writing them for my clients again. Get the picture? Okay, great. So I'll run back over that. 2 spoken moments of self-forgiveness. I forgive myself for the times I stay silent when my soul wants to speak. And I forgive myself for confusing survival with self-love. And I choose differently now. All right. So that's your 5, 4, 3, 2, and then into your 1. 1 creative way to love yourself today. I'm taking you through kind of a rapid condensed movement, and you can apply your situation liberally and move through it with that, whatever your week was looking like. If you had a great week, I'm so freaking happy for you. Please let me know about your joyful week. I love great news. And for those of us had a week, even kicking off last Friday in our show, Partners Around is wonderful. There was a lot of folks who had a real hard week, and they came in there to let it loose with us. So if you have that kind of week, and your week this week kicked off like that, take advantage of the message. Yeah. When it's too small. Okay. You want to write a love letter to yourself. Um, you want to be your own best friend in that love letter. You want to write it to yourself as if you are your own best friend. I'm not saying impersonate your actual best friend. I'm saying you be your best friend. Hope that's clear enough, right? When it is done, you want to seal it and you want to tuck it and you want to put it away for a day like today or that day, that Uber what the hell day, okay, that day, or on a day when you're feeling like doubt is coming to kick you, like I talked about those imps in a circle trying to convince you or whatever they want to convince you of, doing that little ratty dance, in your head, telling you how unworthy you are or how you deserve these negative things, or how foolish you are, or just all of the negative things that can come to mind when one has not cleaned out their mental cabinet. All right, and here's that. Yeah, because I haven't shared that in a while. Let's talk about it. The practice that I do when the thoughts are looming, the negative thoughts trying to hit vulture, and my mind's eye, I grab that ugly thought, I pull that bad boy out, hold it, and I set it on fire in my imagination, my imaginary mind, my third eye, if you like. And I watch it burn to ash and let it go. That's how I began the practice. And that's how I'll offer you to begin the practice. If you've already been doing this with me for the time that we've been here, almost a year, no, over a year now, then I'll offer you the secondary chance. Move it, hold it, fire it up. Let it burn bright like it's volcanic, right? Before it gets to ash, you want to rewrite it. You want to rewrite it into something beautiful that you want to think, that you want to hear yourself speak, that you want to see your life live. And then you let it go and you reintroduce it to your thought life. And then you call it up. You call it up by thinking on it. You call it up by speaking on it. This is a method to help you rewrite some of that stinking thinking, all right? And once you turn it and it's gone, let it be gone. Do not welcome it back. If it tries to come back knocking, it has no place because it's already been replaced. You know what I'm saying? So use your tools, use your methods. If you have not binged SXP Metamorphosis 365, you wanna. This is episode 74, if I remember them correctly. And you want to go back through and glean and learn and grow. If personal development means something to you, if results mean something to you, if living the life you intended in this body, on this earth, right this now, something that's very important to you, then you have a professionally licensed coach who charges $250,000 an hour, who charges, for 6 months, $15K, who charges for 1 year, $30K. All right, and I am here sharing this with you for the free. And the funny part is, some people don't recognize value. That's sad. But right? Some people don't recognize the blessing of God when it's in their face. Don't let that be said of you, because I am doing this podcast literally at the unction of Sovereign God, who pulled up on me like, hey, listen, I'm going to need you. And it's like, but later, I got my phone, hey, listen, you want to do a podcast? Oh, okay, let's go. So that is why we are here. And since your experience, I'll talk to you about that beginning maybe a little bit later today or down the road. All right, so I've given you your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plus your creative, okay, prayer, because you want to create a way to love yourself. It's important to create ways to love yourself. It's important to consider yourself in the equation. It's important to forgive yourself for whatever you need to forgive yourself for. It is important to forgive others for whatever you need to forgive them for. These are things you can do. Okay, so again, we talked about it earlier. Killing excuses. Ain't nobody hearing them, and nobody's losing but you when you're making them. Let them die, and come get your mosquitoes. I see comments. I can see what to do. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but okay, great. Oh, the mosquitoes? Rude. I just realized what that was. Now let's see. Okay, you don't hear applause. Okay. So there's a fun thing occurring over there, and there's some happy clapping. But I'm glad my headphones are working. And there was something else I want to share with y'all too. Oh yeah, the gratitude game. I keep notes so I can stay focused in your mind, because there's much I want to share with you. But here we go. We're at 34, so we're gonna pause just for a second. I want to do the stationy things. So, like I mentioned to you, to go to blastmusic247.com and register as an artist. Here's what we're able to do when you do that. I can share your wonderful music right here on this podcast.
not your baby, I'm sweetest of all trees. Only you can heal the pain inside of me. Love adrenaline, mix it with your plea. Wants to see my secrets, and then he wants to trade. Show me some respect, but did he let it come? Did you hold me tight, let him with my hips? Daddy loves the cry, let me hold my hips. Everybody might fall by my grace. Set up the night, linger all night. She I'm not yours. Just need to forget that I was better. She could never top it. Don't you know it? I'm not your baby, I'm sweetest of trees. Stuck in my dreams that I made up. Let me burn to dust. My lungs are melting in the smoking clouds. Who am I? Who am I? It's just a fucking love.
Okay. So, oh, it's Michael Smith. It's small. Beautiful, absolute beautiful voice. So, like I mentioned, go to blastmusic247.com, register as an artist, and have your wonderful work shared right on here and this here young podcast. Oh, there's a riot engaged on my place. Do you understand how small everything is on this cell phone? Actively rioting. Okay, great. We're going to share that because we're actively rioting. Great. It's nice to know we have active rioters. No, I don't know how to take it off. Okay, I think that worked. So let's see. One more moment.
He loved her while grabbing her body to pull her into loving arms. He loves her while grabbing the headboard. He loved her while choking her gently till the lights went out. No words, no doubt of passive insensitivities. Loved her safest in his mind when she was on her knees or him flat on his back, staring dreamily into eyes. Got the feeling that she danced lively in a world full of danger. Stranger the happenings, the more captivating. His thick hair and comely bulges caused her budget to decrease. Steadily efforts paid to please him, paycheck his being back together. Prayer, positive words, and whatever alabaster box that bastarded-hearted curmudgeon called for or demanded. Silently bewitching pulls. Wormholes she laced her tongue through. Unknown galaxies awaited. Worm on the hook, she baited him with clarity. Oceanic love, skydiving insanity. Plunged into her need. His strong arms kept her as she bleed to death. Without him, there's no man left on earth. Amazonian crown, king, queen, royalty, she bowed her head. Crowns rolling off down Brown's legs like meatballs from atop spaghetti. Heavy is the crown. Water, I'm so thirsty now. Help me. She tried to scream out. Only thing is, that's exactly what he was doing. Healing her from life. Bewildered, suffocating all the knots is not what you think. He only sought to return her life to ink. Rewrite. And maybe next time she'd get it right. Or perhaps not. In body and out, they've been each other's operator. I need a way out for one another. Not just acquainted breaths, but been friend, mother, sister, lover, wife. Elemental air, broken bread, saline, love of my life. Catalyst, antagonist, and prime. Singuloid, that one mind. Yeah, this time, she loved him without grip. She loved him as the stingers pierced daily in and out of her. Allergy, world blurry, and she couldn't see. She loved him through hot to cold, black mold sweaty walls. Tongue to left and to right, mirrors to souls of soul, dangling disco balls of flashes. Lifetimes hanging walls of memories. Did I find him, or did he find me? Conspiracy. Focus synchronicities to ensure love was rubbed like that wood stump of a famous tree. It's showtime. Legs already broken, so she can't stand. He's already guilty by the placement of his hands, fingerprinted, reminders all over her body, toes to thumb. She inhaled her last breath. Tears rolling down, and he comes. Pleasure, pure agony. He rapid to enter, 3 strokes and he's centered. She's gone from this realm, and he's going with her.
Hola, hola, hola. Writing satisfied. That is yours truly. I am Melikia K, Courtney, the founder of Sanctuary Experience in the poetry streets. However, I am Lady Molotov, and that was Inverted Love. You can find it on all of your streaming platforms, and I encourage you to check out the story, think it through. It is definitely a tale of DV, and that one didn't end so well. So I have 25 years plus advocacy and solutions for domestic violence survivors, of which I am one of the ones. I can also tell you that I've seen several traumas in my days. Pumpkin. And I am an advocate for folks getting the help that they need without judgment. I have no judgment. I can only applaud people who take the time to tend to themselves and to do what they need to do. And let's see, I'm learning this here part. There we go. I'm learning these buttons and getting faster. Y'all know I'll be pushing buttons. But this time it's on the phone. There's some excitement going on about that game. Okay. Can you hear it? Okay, maybe you can't, but I'm giggling. So, beyond that point, this is what you're able to benefit from when you come over here and you do this with us at podcast. And then I'm distracted, like, okay, tell you I'm not. It's really, really funny. I love the excitement. And the claps are extended, it's loud and exuberant. It's fun. It's a good thing. All right. I hope you have fun and enjoy like this over here, for real, for real. And some good food. All right. On that note, I've pretty much given you guys all I need to give to you as far as that is concerned. I will offer you this before I scoop. Go back and watch the replay. Do it with your pen and your paper. Not so much your clickies because you need to pay attention. Don't let the dings, pings, and rings distract you. You want to pen and paper yourself. And go through the podcast and glean, glean, glean. Take what you need. Don't choke on the bones. Spit those out, but eat your meat. Okay? Grow. That is the whole purpose and point of this, and your growing matters to me. So please do tap in and let me know. Hey, I'm growing with you. Go butterfly, yay! Okay, I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for me to be able just to share a lot of knowledge. And I went and sat at the feet of some really awesome people, thought leaders that folks recognize. I've done some private, quiet work with those folks, some coaching, some drill training, like just exercises, and there's much. And then I've sat in meditation and I've sat with God and I went through so many things that I needed methods for. And Sovereign Divine God is faithful. And I was gifted and download. And I'm not one to take a download and not do. So I encourage you to be a doer, not only a hearer, especially of these words I'm sharing with you. Go back and binge. Follow Melikia K, Courtney if you haven't on YouTube. You can follow me on the other medias too. Instagram, it's Malikia.LadyMolotov. All the others are Melikia K, Courtney, I believe. So you can find me over there. I forgot about this, but let me address it. You dear darling upset people over on TikTok. Some folks kind of have some little bit of feelings. I'm gonna say God bless you. I'm going to say you are welcome to have a respectful conversation and ask questions, and I don't mind answering them. If you drop them respectfully beneath those comments over there, I will answer them as best as I can. The ones that I find that are true questions and not trash or foolishness, I'm not engaging in that. To my listeners who hit them replays, I can't remember all those countries, so I probably shouldn't even start saying that. I'll just say my out-of-state folks, out of the United States people, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And then my in-the-state people, I really appreciate you tuning in. My SXP family, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for going with me. And I learned from you guys as well. It is important that we sharpen one another. I think that's it. I'm just in my head to make sure that I did share with you everything. Please keep SXP in prayer. The 3-day events, just everything. And I pray for y'all, so definitely be praying for me. How about that? And pray for the world. There's a lot of things going on today. Right before I came on, I got a message that was wild, y'all. So we want to pray for the people in Chicago, hometown, and the tragedy that occurred very right today or so. So people are hurting, and I'm hopeful that there's so many of us who are pouring light and love out in these interwebs and interwaters, that some will come and drink and heal, and then heal themselves, and then begin to help heal others. All right? Okay, great. I'll extend the invitation to coaching if you know that I am your vibration, if you know that I am your coach, and that you need the help, you would like some hand holding, you would like to engage in a coaching relationship that has accountability, because I am that person. Please don't think we're about to be sitting up here holding hands and doing all that rah and not doing some work, because I'm not about that life. I am about these plans, these strategies, these methods, these rich keys, and using those rich keys to unlock some doors and walk on through and get things done. You have promises you made to yourself. You got things you say you want to get done, you want to achieve and acquire. Well, come learn these manifestation tools. Come learn these methods on how to build habits in you that are ironclad, that don't go disappearing. All right, habits that will be with you for life, that will help you grow and get to that better life. That be, do, and have. It's something about the being, baby. There's something about the being. So I am a wonderful coach when it comes to your being, your doing, and your having. Yeah, get with me. You know you want to do that. You want to text Coach Me to 321-443-2495. Again, Coach Me to 321-443-2495. If you know, okay, I missed September's SXP, but I definitely want to be in March's. We generally do it the second weekend of March and the second weekend of September. So now you know exactly when we have our 3 days for the women. 3 days of love, sisterhood, teaching, learning, drill. I get in there and it's a swooshy. And this one we're revisiting the daughter's heart, but in detail and slower. Oh my. Okay, so sisterhood in March. It is $1,500 for that one to attend. Our September events are $1,600 to attend. Once you are on site, like literally, your one amount covers your 3 days. All you need to do is make sure you're getting there and getting back. We got nothing to do with that part, but when you get to us, baby, we're gonna take care of you real good, And you're gonna leave filled. Emptied first and then filled. Got it? All right. So I am Melikia K, Courtney. Poetry Streets, Lady Molotov. Feel like touching some poetry today, but I'm gonna let that be. And maybe next week we will get into some of that. God willing. Let's see what we do. All right, love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Enjoy it, and I will see you next Tuesday. Providing, and that's actually, well, I'll take a day after the event. I do my best to take a day or take a week. But if I am not sitting in the chair on Tuesday night, I will record something for you guys so that you have some fresh keys to grow with. And not to mention, I want to come and share with you guys how things went and just the fun and the food and the blah, blah, blah. All right. Now I'm done. I'm done for real, for real. All right. Have a wonderful night. I got to figure out which buttons to push. I think I found it. Let's see how this one works. Peace.